Imagine the deepest, darkest part of the ocean. That's the Mariana Trench. It's a scar on the Earth's crust, plunging deeper than Mount Everest is tall. Now, picture the most powerful bomb ever detonated, the Tsar Bomba, a weapon of unimaginable destructive force. What happens when these two titans collide, even in our imaginations? The Tsar Bomba was a Soviet creation, a monster of nuclear fusion. It was tested in 1961, unleashing a blast that shook the world. The Mariana Trench, on the other hand, is a silent giant. It lies miles beneath the surface of the Pacific Ocean, its depths home to creatures unknown. The trench is a place of immense pressure and perpetual darkness. It's a realm where our understanding of life is constantly challenged. What would happen if we were to introduce the raw power of the Tsar Bomba into this delicate alien environment? The Tsar Bomba was a bomb like no other. It was a 50-megaton hydrogen bomb, equivalent to 50 million tons of TNT exploding at once. To put that in perspective, the bombs dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki were mere firecrackers in comparison. The initial explosion of the Tsar Bomba would be blindingly bright, even in the depths of the Mariana Trench. The heat generated would instantly vaporize a massive amount of water, creating a rapidly expanding bubble of steam and superheated gas. This bubble would be incredibly destructive, crushing everything in its path. Imagine the pressure of the ocean depths, already immense. Now add the force of a nuclear explosion. The result would be a shockwave of unimaginable power, radiating outwards from the detonation point. This shockwave would travel through the water at incredible speed, tearing through marine life and disrupting the delicate balance of the ecosystem. Many people imagine a tsunami, a towering wall of water, as the immediate consequence of detonating a nuclear bomb in the ocean. Surprisingly, this wouldn't be the case with the Tsar Bomba in the Mariana Trench. While the initial explosion would displace a massive amount of water, the depth of the trench acts as a buffer. The immense pressure at that depth would contain the blast to a large extent, preventing the formation of a devastating tsunami. Instead of a towering wall of water, we would see a massive disturbance on the surface of the ocean. A large plume of warm, radioactive water would rise from the depths, possibly reaching hundreds of feet into the air. This plume would be visible for miles, a stark reminder of the power unleashed. Section 4. A deep-sea dance of destruction. Deep within the Mariana Trench, the real chaos would be unfolding. The rapidly expanding bubble of steam and gas wouldn't simply disappear. Instead, it would engage in a deadly dance with the immense pressure of the surrounding water. The bubble would expand outwards, only to be compressed by the weight of the ocean above. This cycle of expansion and contraction would repeat itself, each pulse weaker than the last, until the bubble finally dissipated. But the damage wouldn't be over. The heat and pressure from the explosion would have superheated the surrounding water, creating a plume of highly radioactive material. This plume would rise through the water column, spreading contamination far and wide. The delicate ecosystem of the Mariana Trench, already under pressure from human activities, would face a new and potentially devastating threat. Section 5. The Earth shrugs it off. One might imagine such a colossal explosion could trigger earthquakes or volcanic eruptions, especially given the Mariana Trench's location near tectonic plate boundaries. However, even the Tsar Bomba's power pales in comparison to the forces driving these geological events. The Earth's crust is constantly shifting, releasing energy through earthquakes and volcanic eruptions. These events dwarf even our most powerful weapons in terms of sheer energy release. While the Tsar Bomba might cause localized tremors, it wouldn't be enough to trigger a major earthquake or volcanic eruption. The Earth has weathered far greater forces throughout its long history. Section 6. Our cosmic cradle undisturbed. Could such a detonation affect Earth's orbit? It's a question that might cross one's mind, considering the immense energy involved. However, the answer is a resounding no. The Earth is incredibly massive, and its orbital path is determined by the gravitational pull of the Sun. Even the Tsar Bomba's explosion, while powerful, wouldn't release enough energy to have a measurable impact on our planet's trajectory. We've detonated hundreds of nuclear weapons in our planet's history, and none have managed to knock Earth off course. The Tsar Bomba, for all its terrifying power, would be no different. Section 7. Nature's power dwarfs our own. The hypothetical detonation of the Tsar Bomba in the Mariana Trench paints a grim picture of localized devastation. However, it also underscores a humbling truth. Nature's power dwarfs our own. While the explosion would be catastrophic for marine life in the immediate vicinity and have long-lasting radioactive consequences, it wouldn't crack the Earth, trigger global tsunamis, or knock us out of orbit. Those apocalyptic scenarios are the stuff of science fiction, not scientific reality. The Earth has endured far greater calamities throughout its existence, from asteroid impacts to supervolcanic eruptions. While we should never underestimate the destructive potential of our weapons, we should also remember that nature, in its awesome and terrifying power, remains the ultimate force on our planet.